Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is obviously a huge matchup. With a 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The toss sweep to the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match. And those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
After run, now throw. Almost. Dog.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Under pressure. There he goes. He's at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Tells to run, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Snapped it in the shotgun. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
The Tide crowd blowing noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Quick give. It's Lacey. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking for running room. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Powers inside. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Throwing Mack. Look out. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Burrowing for yardage. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the run, it's Lacey. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
To the ground. He's got it again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
It was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you're kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well. And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. The defense is there, and a great job. Been from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback changing the play. They'll go play action with Mack. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Left side is Edwards. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Snap of this drive comes from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Oh, he's got some space. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Fake and wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Finds his man. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Alexander. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Drops back on first down. Finds his target. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just keeps swinging it. Right side, it's Cook. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Lacy. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Run in the red zone. It's Lacy. Driven back.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Using his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Austin Mack. Left side is Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. With the catch, it's Edwards. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. This is a designed run. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, it's Lacey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Alabama calls it 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Hits inside. It's Lacey. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away. Trying to get started. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Lets it fly. He's got it down the field. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Air Force, taking on the number 15 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's Air Force, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
Right side, it's 4. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already caught, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Got some green grass. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
674, take off. Get hot.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Gill. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback race has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Second down to the air. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Haas. Gashing the D on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tide offense rolls onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
First down here for the offense.
2-14 close. Here we go. Ready.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go play action with Mack. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Off play action on first down. Got it behind the line. It's 4. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pulls and fired complete. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Rebels offense is back on the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Drops back, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Odom. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Lost the throw on first. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Second and long here. Turns up, it's Cook. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking for room, it's Lacy. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man, it's Chambliss. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Max got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They kick it away on fourth down. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. Stopped right there.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. In the backfield, it's Haas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
With a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Lacey. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. As a result, now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the return, everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it right on the field. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll go play action with Mack. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Trying to take it back. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Run inside. It's Hill. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Throwing, Mack. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Oh, the fake. The up man looking for room. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. But when it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say about it.
Behind the crease, it's Lacey. There he goes.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Calls his own number. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Lacey. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Never a doubt. They now have a 20-16 lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. on second down.
Win.
Austin Mack rushes on. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They were all over it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, it's Hill. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Mack. Moving out to the right. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. RPO complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready.
quickly to the tight end. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And this is a big drive for this offense. Man, late in this football game, you need completions, but let's not forget to work the sidelines. Make sure we get first downs. Huge drive coming.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mack. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That's a great job by the quarterback here in this 2-minute situation, realizing that all of his receivers are available in live targets right now, right? He hasn't thrown to that guy too often up to this point of the game, but he didn't quit on him, and that play saw him wide open, gave him a shot.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Back to pass, it's Mack. Taking a shot. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Right side, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Austin Mack. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown tie. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They march 79 yards on the drive, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them a 3rd and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force them.
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Scanning the field, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Cook. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels. They strike first in the extra period. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Mack, they're all over him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. And his first pass is incomplete.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Russell to throw for it on 4th. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.